I am very proud to show you my rooted snake plants. So these little roots here have been growing. I did stick a pothos in here just to help with rooting. Pothos releases rooting hormone when in water, and it just helps your other plants like that you want to root. This one did really well like that. Look at all the roots there. And basically you get a snake plant. These are all the tops, meaning that when they grow, they, have a sharp point at the top. You want to grab it, cut it into like this V shape. See, this one hasn't rooted, but that's okay. And it gives it more surface area for that area to root at the bottom. And just don't give up hope. These weren't looking good for a while, but I just said, hey, leave them alone. They'll root when they want to, if they do. And a lot of them have. So that's very, very impressive. I got this plant originally from someone on Facebook Market for free. If you do, just be careful. I checked out her profile. She seemed like a kind person. I met her in front of my local Lowe's, and she had this huge snake plant, and this was probably as tall as me, but it had just severe like damage, like from underwatering. So when these grow and they're in soil, if they don't get enough sun, they stretch out and they become very thin and they'll flop over. If they're like underwatered, they kind of get a little weird and stressed. There's lots of videos explaining like different signs of stress that your snake plants go through. And so this is just what I salvaged. Like I took a lot of the bottom or the front cuttings, top end cuttings, and I put them in water. A lot of my mid and bottom cuttings, they did not survive, unfortunately. So that's just something that is okay since there's all these other rooted cuttings. This one was in soil originally. She's growing new roots, thank God. But I had a huge fungus gnat problem, and during winter I'm living in a new state. There's like harsher winters here. Back in California, they had a lot more sun, all that kind of stuff. So I just wasn't used to like the watering schedule. So I would severely underwater or would severely overwater and didn't anticipate like how long it would take for the soil to dry. So I just had such a huge gnat problem that I just decided to cut all of the soil out of my plants, which is okay, honestly. But yeah, these are just growing in water, and I try to keep it topped off. Luckily, snake plants don't need a ton of water. As you can see, they're just all at the bottom. But yeah, this is it, and the results are doing really well. So don't give up hope. Sometimes it's nice to just throw them out in sun. Like I keep them all by this like bright window over here. I just kind of leave them alone. I just look at them here and now and then, but no need to fuss over them, honestly.